Hello friends, back with some more insights into Zee Entertainment merger with Sony. So last 2-3 years, Zee has been struggling with its business, and a lot of promoter attention has gone into solving their debt-related problems. And the promoter holding had also fallen significantly in Zee Entertainment, which is why they wanted to pursue a merger with Sony. And one of the preconditions was that Puneet Goenka would be the CEO of the merged entity, which was fine with Sony at that point of time. Thereafter, what happened was that IndusInd Bank and a few other banks, they made claims against Zee Entertainment and group companies for their outstandings. And the promoters were just about dealt with that particular objections and those outstandings. And they eventually even got approval from the Competition Commission and the stock exchanges. But then there was action on part of SEBI, where there were corporate governance lapses and certain transactions which the promoters had done, which were brought to light by SEBI, and that really, I think, spooked to an extent the investors and perhaps even the Sony Entertainment, which was doing the merger. And the 21st December was the deadline, and they couldn't complete the merger by that, and there was some extension. But then finally, last week, Sony decided that they had to terminate the merger with Zee Entertainment, considering the kind of cloud which was there around the promoters. And as of now, I think because Sony has called off the merger, both parties are in Singapore in an arbitration court. But the outcome may not be, whatever the outcome is, I would say, the minority shareholders certainly have paid a very heavy price with a sharp drop, I would say almost crash in the share price of Zee Entertainment post announcement of the merger being scrapped. And as of now, I think Zee Entertainment is very vulnerable. There's emerging competition from the Ambani Group, the Adani Group, and Disney also, and some of the new generation foreign media companies like Netflix and Prime Video. And Zee definitely needs to strengthen its balance sheet and invest more heavily into content. And Sony was supposed to bring that balance sheet strength to the merged entity, but now that it's not happening, you could have some sort of issues in the financial performance of Zee Entertainment as well. I think existing investors are really stuck in Zee Entertainment. The way the stock price is corrected post cancellation of announcement of merger with Sony is not a great development for the shareholders of Zee Entertainment. And right now, I would say just remain invested. Something positive will definitely come out of Zee Entertainment. It could be an acquisition target as well. And valuation wise, now it is at attractive levels after such a steep fall, which we have seen. So the big upside which was coming from merger with Sony Entertainment, that's not going to happen. But who knows, something positive fallout may come. And stock is trading generally at rock bottom valuations. No, I don't think so. It's worth buying because there's a lot of uncertainty around Zee Entertainment share price, and there could be a situation where the performance also may deteriorate. So, whenever there is so much of uncertainty around the merger and acquisitions, or around the performance of the company, or any such related news, and mind you, the promoters of Zee also are being, are under question mark because of corporate governance practices. So, when there's so much of turmoil and uncertainty, I think conservative investors are best keeping away from Zee Entertainment. There is heightened volatility because of huge trading volumes and huge positions being taken by traders. So, in such a scenario, from a conservative investor's point of view, it is best to avoid. See, I think there's consolidation happening in the industry, but I'm still not that optimistic because there's a lot of disruption taking place, as I said earlier, and there are so many new options to get entertainment or even get the news. So from that point of view, media industry will always be under challenge. It's not that it's a sunset industry, but to find out who the winners are going to be in the sector is going to be very difficult. And I would say that some of the overseas players who are present in India, like Netflix or Disney or Prime Video, they certainly are catching more and more eyeballs, as also Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So it's not a simple industry to understand, and I'll be very careful of putting any fresh money in this sector. And friends, please subscribe to our Pesa Smart channel for many such insights.
This podcast is produced by Elixir Equities Private Limited, a SEBI registered research analyst. Registration number INA 0000004787. The information provided in this podcast is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice. Investment in securities market are subject to market risk. We strongly advise all investors to read all related documents carefully before investing.